And good morning. We are
Good
so
morning.
glad to be with you this morning. And you notice we're starting out with a two-legged friend today.
Yes.
And that is so good. By the way, I'm Nancy Case, and I have a little gift shop called the Red Ribbon down on Central Avenue. Come see me. This is Brene Beatty.
Retired.
And loves saying it, loves saying it.
Saving them dogs.
And she's saving dogs. And she wasn't with us last week because she drove a dog to a new home in Pennsylvania.
Yes.
And back.
Well, I stopped and visited a friend. So actually, I did it so I could deduct the mileage to visit my friend.
And there are little ways, IRS, do not be listening to us this morning.
That's right.
Absolutely. And Tracy McLean, you all know Tracy. She's from the Museum Center.
Yes.
And she has a lot of exciting things to tell us. So just
pretty
stuff.
stuff.
And pretty stuff that we're seeing here. And so kick us off, gal, and tell us what we're doing.
What's
Okay, we are excited about our 5 Points Blooming Art Festival. It's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
This week.
Of this week, and we're grateful that Helen Burton has let us use her new prints. That's the original.
Oh my goodness, that's
Mr. and
gorgeous.
Mrs. Cardinal.
In the dogwoods, which is so appropriate
isn't that
since
sweet?
it's dogwood winter.
Yeah, yeah. And we've used it on all our marketing. This is the invitation that we created for the preview party. And the preview party is Friday from 5 to 8. It's $10 if you're not a museum member. If you are a museum member, it's free.
I'll be there. It's
And
free.
Yay!
Yay! It's free.
I'm going to pay my membership.
Yes, you
I
better
live-
pay
I
your
know I
membership.
live-
You can pay while you're there. And if
Okay.
you're not a member, you can join as you walk in the door. And then you get not only $10 for your entry fee, but you get a pasta bar dinner. And you get fresh bread and desserts and wines and sodas, cold drinks, and maybe some coffee if we get up really early Friday morning and get to it. And but the really cool part of this festival, as you all know because you've been there so many times, is when you get all those artists in that ballroom together. And we have 27 artists coming and 2 authors. And we have 3 new artists, but not only are the new artists exciting, but the artists that we have in our store are bringing all their new.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So I'm going to assume Nancy Zurenberg will be there.
She is going to be there.
So
New jewelry.
Jewelry, oh, folks,
Yes.
it's wonderful.
And speaking of, I'm wearing Jenny DeCook's kiln fused jewelry.
Ooh.
This is made by one of our artists, Nancy Grable.
I have one of those. I get more compliments on it. It's that teal.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I love it.
It's
I
just
love
fun, you know, especially
Oh.
on a rainy day, but it adds a little color. And this is a Nancy Zurenberg. And I had a cute little bag, but I sort of forgot that.
Oh, well.
So, but come and see it at the art festival and say, where's that cute little bag you were supposed to bring on Nancy's neighborhood? And I'll give you a free glass of wine if you say that.
hot dog.
Yes,
my goodness.
so be sure to do that.
Make a note.
So-
Yeah. Now, tell us what all kind of crafts you're going to have.
Okay. We have jewelers, a couple of new jewelers that you'll be excited about. And then, like I said, even Jenny DeCook brought in a new crop. She's got such bright colors.
That is
We have,
gorgeous.
and that
is
is so
iridescent.
cute. Yes, it is.
Yes.
She
And the
does
earrings
beautiful-
match.
Yes.
Oh, neat. Okay.
She does. This is for sale, $40 for the set. So,
Oh,
yeah,
wow, that's not bad at
I'll just
all.
take them off and leave them before I
Okay.
go. We have wood artists. We have the turned wood, and we also have 2 furniture makers, fine furniture makers. One gentleman, Kyle Cornelius, makes the birdhouses.
Yeah, he's my next door neighbor.
Oh wow!
Isn't he
He's bringing.
sweet?
He's very sweet. His wife's about to have a baby. He's so excited, and he makes Adirondack chairs that he's going to bring, and and then we also have Marie Haas and oh gosh, we have some great painters coming. Jenny Kirkpatrick is coming. Some really nice and Marie Haas got back from Florida and she's painted all winter, so she's bringing all new things.
Oh, wow.
And her things
Is it mostly coastal or is she sits? Okay.
No, her things. She does have a few though, but mostly what she had brought in last year was some Native American prints. And of course, she does the line drawings of the cats and the musicians playing.
Yeah.
It almost looks like a pen and ink, but it's so she. I mean, the talent we have here is
Phenomenal.
Just it really is. Yeah. But we have a new stained glass artist who has he has a studio in St. Elmo, and he's bringing his stuff, and he has beautiful big doors and panels, and yeah, Todd Graff. So he's a new artist. And let's see what else we have. Our corn shuck doll, Sue Campbell, is making now a Nancy Ward doll, and we have books, you know, the Nancy Ward book as well. So
How
now
neat.
she's got some really close to home
Sue is a
historic.
super gal.
Yeah. She
Super gal.
is.
She's from Seymour,
Tennessee.
somewhere up around. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. She usually comes by the shop and visits me when she's in town.
Yes.
So, of course, when I was across the street, it was real handy for her to do that. But she
Yeah,
was coming
she's-
before when I was on Central.
Oh, she'll be there.
Maybe
Don't
she'll
worry.
come
We'll
back
come
by.
see her. Yes, she's
Yeah, oh,
bringing
don't worry,
her
I'll come
husband.
see her.
They're great. Just the neatest. The artists that we have are. It's just a fun time. You know, everybody's showing their new art and meeting the new people. And I've said this before, but I have to reiterate that one of the neatest things about our store is getting to know those artists.
Right.
And when you come in the festival and you see the artist and their art, and they can tell you what they were thinking when they created it, and a lot of them will name each particular piece. I have a gal that makes these beautiful. It's not Karen Visor, who's also wonderful
Oh,
with
she's
the
wonderful. Will she
silk
be
scarves.
there?
No,
Okay.
she's going to be at the Fiber Arts
Oh, yes.
luncheon
Okay.
in June, and yeah, so we'll be talking about that next month. But another girl, Liz Harris, who comes sometimes, won't be there this time, but she names, like, one will be Tennessee Sunset, and the colors will just, and when I wear it, I really, you know, I'll think about the name of it. So we'll name this Springtime on a Rainy Day, because it
There
makes
you
you
go.
feel happy.
That's right. It does. It's got little sparkly
Little
threads
sparklies.
in it too.
And I love all
So-
those blues and azure, and it's not really teal, it's the navy. It's
See, that's
gorgeous,
a color
isn't it?
you two can wear. I can't
Yeah.
wear that color.
Really?
No.
We can't wear your
Wow.
colors.
My blue has to go toward green.
Really? How
And
about
see, if I
that?
wore that color, you would know I was sitting here. I'd just turn that color.
Okay, I can't see that,
How about
but
that for information?
I will believe that, Renee.
That's too much information.
Yeah,
people.
because not very many people can wear yellow. I understand that.
yeah,
and
yeah.
so, but autumns can. I happen
Yeah.
to be. Now we have digressed, which we
yeah.
normally do.
I know.
All right. Now, we're going to be Friday from
5 to 8.
till 8. Okay.
Be a
the
member,
pre-
come and join. That's the you get early buying privileges, lots to eat and drink. You'll get to meet Hassan Najjar, our new director.
We had
who
him
was
on here.
Yeah.
He was on Nancy's Neighborhood, and we had a really good time with him. He was a lot of fun. In fact, he stayed and actually did some of our community calendar.
Yes.
Yes.
Because I was out of town. Because I didn't get to meet him.
I think you,
You
were.
really
Yes.
want to meet
I was
Alicia,
doing it
his
on,
wife.
yeah.
We had a little, last week we had a little reception for him, and Alicia came. And I went home and said, you know what I learned about my new boss today? And he said that he's good with people. And I said, well, that too. He's got a killer wife.
Oh, my goodness.
She is
okay.
a doll. She is just, they're just really authentic, good people that we are very lucky are moving into our neighborhood.
Great.
They're going to be great in Cleveland. Very
good, good.
community minded.
She's with WTCI
She
in
is.
Chattanooga. She's the education director down there. So they're both into the arts.
Yeah.
If you want to, do it that way, they're both into the arts. Now,
Cool.
all right, Saturday, what are our times?
Saturday from 10 to 6. And we
Okay.
were going to have a chalk art competition, but we'll decide today at noon.
Okay.
Thursday at noon. If you wonder if we're going to have our chalk art competition, you need to call, and it's looking like we're probably going to cancel. So
Oh, it's supposed to rain, isn't it?
Yes, it was an
No.
outdoor thing. But
Yeah.
we'll do another spring one someday, and then Sunday from 11 to 6. So it's all about the art. We're calling it the Bloomin' Arts Festival because it's all new. Everything that these artists are bringing in is fresh and new, and we do have a few new artists, and of course the authors. We have Caney Creek's documentary. Debbie Moore is going to be there with her book and documentary, and then Ron
That was a
Cooper.
wonderful.
Yes.
Are y'all going to have a showing?
We
at
are.
the museum
We're showing
sometime?
that in May.
Oh,
I don't have
okay,
the
good.
date
Yeah,
with
that'd
me,
be
but
good.
yes.
Yeah,
When you're
good.
at the museum, be sure and get a flyer of all the
Yeah.
upcoming events
Okay.
because
That was phenomenal. I went to see it at the. Oh, if you haven't seen it,
It
don't
is.
miss it. It is so.
I saw it too.
interesting.
And I told Debbie this. Are we about to run out of time?
I don't think so.
Okay. I told Debbie this after I watched it. I said, I don't know how you did that, Debbie, but the way you wove that story made you fall in love with those people.
Oh yeah.
It did.
I think, didn't her son help do that?
Yes.
Yeah.
That was
Okay.
his project.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Lori Calfee was in there one day while we were getting ready for Cheers Jubilee, and she said her mother lived there.
That's true.
And I didn't know that.
Yeah.
One of my best friend's mother grew up there.
Well, Flavis had
German.
relatives
She
that
was
went
the
there,
German,
and
yeah.
you had to go across the bridge. You
Yes,
couldn't drive
swinging
over there. You
bridge,
had to
yeah.
go across
No
the swinging bridge to
cars,
get there.
yeah.
So
It's neat. It was just like a pocket of time that is just very priceless in our history.
Yeah.
And the fact that we still have people alive to tell about those.
absolutely,
That they captured that was incredible.
absolutely. So we got Friday afternoon, Friday evening,
Friday evening.
all day
And
Saturday,
call
and all
the
day Sunday.
museum 339-5745 and make your reservation so we know we have enough pasta and enough desserts. So,
Can
or
I
you
tell-
can email me.
Can I tell you I'm going to be there
Yes.
Friday night? Thank you. I'm
Yes.
going to be there Friday night.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Because I forgot that it was actually like tomorrow. Okay.
Yes, it
so,
is.
I'm just
Yes.
gonna
So,
wait.
Two, you and Flavis
Yeah, I'll come.
and Brene.
Yeah, okay.
There's three.
So there's three of
And I
us.
see Mary and Catherine over there, so they're
Uh-huh.
waiting in
You
the
could-
wings.
you
So
could
we're
do
gonna
that. You
we're gonna
can do
make
that.
a whole extra pound of pasta
Oh,
and
good.
meatballs just for this room full of
okay.
people.
That sounds good.
And bring the kitty cat. We'll have the kitty cat that's fixing to be on.
For me, make an extra dessert.
All
And
righty.
for me, you could just have another bottle of wine. It's just
Another
fine.
bottle of
Okay.
wine,
Now, okay. Now, give us that phone number one more time.
339-5745.
Okay.
And or you can look it up online and join online and show
Oh,
up
see,
and say
that's
I'm now a
neat.
member.
Yeah,
So
That's
an
neat.
easy
but
way,
folks,
yeah.
it's real inexpensive. I don't like to use the word cheap. Inexpensive to join the museum.
Oh,
It's
it
such
is
a deal.
inexpensive, and I want to tell you, we have a new curator, Lisa Chastain.
Yes, we've had her on too.
Yeah.
She did this Benjamin Cleveland exhibit, the founding of Cleveland, and I went through it yesterday because we were so busy with the unveiling and all the company last week. I didn't actually get to stop and read it. And when it was done, I went up to her and I said, "Did you write that?" It's so well written and succinct. It gives you just enough information, but you're not having to go, what? It's perfect. In the uniforms and all the artifacts that we have that's from that era.
Wow.
Yeah. So we have an exhibit right now, Benjamin Cleveland and the founding of our city.
Of Cleveland, yes.
And we also have the Lee University
Yes, I was
art
going to mention that
students
later on in the
show.
program. Yes,
That was
to tell
they
about
had
that.
And the Cheers Jubilee.
Yeah,
Yes.
they did.
Yes, and we're going to do that as well. And thanks to David Medford and Medford Retirement Group, who is our sponsor for this, the exhibits will be open and free to the public all weekend.
Wow, that is
So
great.
come see the art and browse through the museum and.
And Tracy, thank you so
enjoy.
much. It's always so much
knew
fun
we
to
were
have you
running
on.
out of time.
Yeah,
That clock
well,
in
we
my
had
head
done-
was saying-
the clock in your head said it's about time to go to commercial. But thank you, gals, so much, and everybody.
Yes.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday
At the
Museum
museum.
Center. Be there or be square.
Y'all
and
come.
folks,
That right.
we'll be right back with another two-legged guest. So do not go away. Okay.
Logan Thompson, attorneys at law, have built a firm offering quality legal services to the people and businesses of Southeast Tennessee. We have achieved expertise in all areas of law in order to represent our clients in a manner they need, deserve, and have come to expect. Logan Thompson, with 9 attorneys and an extensive and competent support staff, is available to provide representation in various legal areas, including family law, Social Security benefits, personal injury, criminal defense, workmen's compensation, as well as business and complex litigation matters. At Logan Thompson, we have been building a tradition of legal services for over 40 years. We have developed the finest legal services and are proficient in providing you with representation you can trust. Give us a call at 423-476-2251 to schedule your free consultation.
Kyle Motors, 802 20th Street Southeast in Cleveland, is the place to find quality pre-owned cars and trucks. Kyle offers on-the-spot financing on all vehicles on the lot. Each pre-owned vehicle goes through a complete inspection to make sure each car and truck meets the Kyle Motors standard. Warranty and extended warranties available on all vehicles. Kyle Motors will sell you a car or truck that you will be proud to drive for many years to come. See Tony, Bill, Dale, James, or David and let them put you in your next quality pre-owned vehicle. Kyle Motors, 802 20th Street Southeast. Phone 790-7100.
At Crawford Pharmacy, we offer custom compounding. Our pharmacists are known for their attention to detail and unique expertise. So visit us at 2260 Chambliss Avenue, Cleveland, Tennessee. For personal assistance, walk right in or come up to our convenient drive-thru. Crawford Pharmacy, serving our community one person at a time.
Town Americana, where trucks are big and bold, and a handshake is firm, and your word is gold. Don Ledford Chevy Buick GMC in Athens is a $2,000 drive. Maybe you're coming from here or here, doesn't matter. Buying a truck from Don Ledford in Athens will save you at least $2,000 bucks. Don Ledford Chevy Buick GMC in Athens, a $2,000 drive worth making.
I'll take that drive every time.
Featuring some of the South's most scenic views, the Mountain View Inn has been a landmark in the Cleveland community for over 40 years. Our executive guest quarters with flat screen TVs and excellent bedding will make any guest comfortable. Carrie's Restaurant is one of Cleveland's favorite, with one of the best buffets around.
Hello, and on behalf of the Hughes family, thank you for so many years of your business and your friendship.
This segment of Tennessee Valley This Morning is brought to you by Crown Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, located at 511 South Lee Highway in Cleveland and 2120 Chapman Road, Chattanooga. For your next new or previously owned vehicle, make it Crown Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, the better way to buy.
And we are back. And
We
it's
are.
so good to be back with you. We have another two-legged friend with us. This is Marion Cook from the Bradley Concerts, Inc. But that's, you all have known that for a long time as the Cleveland Bradley Community Concert Association. But we went back to our old files and found out that we're actually Bradley Concerts, Inc. So that's what we're going back to because that's easier to say and it's easier to write on a check. So tell us why we need to be writing something on a check, Marion.
Well, we're going to do that, and first we're going to start talking about our program for this coming tonight at 7 o'clock at Conn Center.
Right.
And we have the legacy of Floyd Kramer. Now, most of you probably realize that Floyd Kramer was one of the most admired and beloved instrumentalists in Nashville. And he had this unique style that he called slip note that a lot of people have copied over the years. And his grandson, named Jason Coleman, is going to be here with us on tonight at 7 o'clock at the Conn Center, and he's going to play the music that made his grandfather, Floyd Kramer, very famous and very well known. And Jason includes, of course, Floyd's most popular song, which was Last Date. And he also plays the songs that Floyd played. And Floyd played for Elvis Presley. He played for Patsy Cline, Roy Orbison, the Everly Brothers, and all the Nashville people of that era. He played for them. I think last time I was on your program, I told you about a little trivia, and that is that Last Date never did get to #1 on the Hot 100 country hits, but it got to #2, and the #1 song was Elvis Presley's Are You Lonesome Tonight? And Floyd Kramer was playing for Elvis on that particular song.
All right. So
Now,
he really did get to #1. It just wasn't Floyd Kramer's
That's
#1.
right, it wasn't his
Okay.
#1. But let me tell you just a little bit about Jason. He started taking piano when he was 5 years old, and he got to be on TV with Floyd and go to Floyd's personal appearances while Floyd was still alive, and Floyd did pass away from cancer in 1997. Jason made his Grand Ole Opry debut at the age of 17, and he played for Hank Lachlan, who sang Please Help Me, I'm Falling. Another trivia thing, Floyd Kramer had recorded that 40 years earlier with Hank Lachlan. Now this afternoon, Jason is going to give a free concert for school children.
Right.
And Nancy, I know you've contacted several of the schools to let them know
Yes.
that he's going to be there. It's about a 45 or 50-minute concert. He plays the songs that the kids know, and he gets them to sing along with him. And I didn't mention a while ago, we did have Floyd 2 years ago, and that's why we're having him back this year, because people loved him so much.
Yeah,
and
Jason.
he did
We had
Jason,
Jason,
and he did a concert for the kids at that time, and you were there, and you know how much fun we
Mary
had
and
with
I
that.
worked that concert, and it was the next day, and the night before he'd played all these great songs that I could sing along to.
Yeah.
But I didn't, because the audience didn't come to hear me. And so we got there at 10 o'clock the next morning for Jason's student thing, and he said, now I want y'all to go ahead and sing along with me if you know these songs. So he played Lady Gaga, Shania Twain, Justin Bieber.
You didn't
I didn't
know
know
one.
any of them. But he played it with that slip note technique.
Yeah.
He was really good with the kids. So anybody that wants to come, and any of you adults that would like to come at 1 o'clock today can come on. It's free. It won't be the same as tonight's concert. It probably won't be as good, and it'll be a lot shorter.
That's right, because
Homeschoolers, that would be
Marion has contacted
we've
the
invited the
homeschoolers.
homeschoolers. Now, maybe some of the homeschool parents hadn't got that message, and they're listening this morning. Just bring your kids on, and we'll be glad to have them for that concert at 1 o'clock this afternoon. It just lasts about 45 or 50 minutes.
And it's free.
And it's free, that's right. Now, tonight's concert, which begins at 7 o'clock, Jason will do his full hour and a half or so performance, and you can purchase a ticket at the door for that. It will cost $25, or for students it's $10. But we're going to tell you about next year and what a bargain you have about next year's performances.
That's right.
So we'll take a few minutes and talk a little bit about next year, but we're excited about our performances for next year. We try to have 4 performances each year, and some people had suggested that why don't you have a local group? So this year we decided we'd try that and see how that works out. So we have a group called the Sound of Tennessee, and they will be performing for us on September the 17th. All of our concerts are at the Con Center, and they all begin at 7 o'clock. Now, this is a group that's been together, I found out in reading their information, for about 15 years. So they are an a cappella group. They sing barbershop, they sing gospel, they sing patriotic tunes and songs that everyone knows. This is a performance that'll be good for people of all ages, an audience of all age. I know when I wrote my brochure up this year, I said it's a large men's course, and I decided when I saw the picture there weren't any large men in there. So I changed that and said it is a course made up of several men.
There you go. And they also have a couple of little comedy routines they do, because they break out into foursomes of like a barbershop
quartet,
and they have some little comedy routines they do, and they're really good.
And they will have maybe 20 or so people on stage.
Yes,
so,
at least.
So it is a big group that we'll look forward to hearing them, and we'll see how one of our local groups fits in. I think they're going to fit in really well.
I think they will too.
And then we're really excited about October the 28th. It's the Diamonds.
That's the one I'm looking forward to.
The Diamonds recorded in 1957. They recorded a song called Little Darling. It immediately went to a million seller, and it has now sold over 20 million copies of that song. And the Diamonds, they still are expanding their audience, and they're performing with symphony orchestras. They're performing on cruise ships, performance arts theaters, for corporate events, for benefits, just make a lot of appearances. And of course, over the years, they appeared, I think it was 33 times on American Bandstand. They're in the Doo-Wop Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
And so really a great group. And I don't know, some of your viewers may know Tom Hanks's father was one of the originators of the Diamonds.
Right. He was the lead singer. Yes.
Yeah, he was the lead singer.
He's the
of the
one
Diamonds.
that sang Little Darling, and while everybody else did the whoop, whoop, whoop behind it. But anyway, yeah. And if you look at an old video of him, which I did from YouTube, you can tell. I mean, as soon as you see him, you see Tom Hanks in him. Oh, yes. Yeah. It's amazing. Somebody told me, he said, he's a little bit better looking than his son. Yeah. Well, he was a good looking man, yes.
And people know this because I gave the brochure to somebody the other day, and he saw the Diamonds. He said, oh, said Tom Hanks' daddy started the Diamonds. So that's kind of a generally known fact. And they did, and of course, I think you sent me a video today. They did the Little Darling performance in 1957, and then they had a 47-year reunion and did it again at the same place. Of course, they had aged a little, but it sounded just the same.
Still sounded good. It really did.
Then next spring, we have 2 concerts. We have Jesse Lynch Jazz 101. This is kind of a unique performance that he does because he uses a video, and he takes every 10 years of the last 100 years, and he plays on the screen scenes from that era, and then he and his bass player and percussionist, they play songs from that particular era. So it makes it
I think
really,
it's gonna be
really,
really
interesting,
good.
you know. And Jess Lynch is no stranger to us. He played the piano for Daniel Rodriguez when he was here a couple of years ago, and then last year I believe we had the American Tenors, and Jesse Lynch was their pianist. And I know people really liked his piano playing, so they'll enjoy having Jesse Lynch. Now then, the final concert for our 2013-14 season is Frank D'Ambrosio. You probably don't know that name, but he starred as the Phantom in the Phantom of the Opera on Broadway.
Yeah.
And as a matter of fact, he received the award for being the longest running Phantom. He had 2,300 performances on Broadway. And after he left the Phantom, then he studied with Luciano Pavarotti in Italy. So he has some pretty good credentials. And Barry Manilow picked him to be in the pre-Broadway tour of Copacabana. And so, and then he starred with Dorothy Hamill, who just recently had to leave Dancing with the Stars.
Yes. Yeah.
He starred with Dorothy Hamill in Broadway on Ice. So he's got some great credentials.
Yeah.
And of course, his show here in Cleveland is going to be Broadway favorites, songs from World War II. And as he said when I saw him in Nashville last summer, tales of his loud Italian family. And then when he sings the music of the night.
Oh, I'll get cold chills. I know I will.
I saw him sing that in Nashville, and you could have heard a pin drop when he finished singing. It was really wonderful. So we're really in for a treat next year. It's a wide variety of programs that we have,
try to do that.
which we try to do. I mean, we start out with a cappella group, then we have rock and roll, and then we have jazz, and then we finish up with Broadway and the Phantom, you know. So it's going to be great. Now,
oh, good. They're on Mondays.
yeah, they're on Mondays and Tuesdays next year, which is good.
They
Yeah.
were Tuesdays and Thursdays
I
this
know.
year, and I had classes
I know.
every Tuesday,
We're
Thursday.
hoping that
You'll be in good.
I'll be in
you'll
good
be in good
shape,
shape for
yeah.
this. Yeah.
And see, Brene is an encore student, so she gets in free.
Right. Yeah.
And
Love
so
that,
that
love
takes, you know.
Yeah.
But
But
okay,
anyway-
tell us what we're doing now.
Okay, at Thursday night, if you come and purchase your tickets for next year, we will give you a 10% discount that night.
Cool.
If you fail to bring your checkbook and send it in by May 15th, we'll honor that 10% discount. But we'd very much like you to take care of that Thursday night. We'll be somebody there by 6 o'clock and
Yes.
to sell tickets, and we'll give you your tickets for next year. And with the 10% discount, if you're an adult just buying an adult ticket, it would, instead of $50, it'd be $45, or a family, which is normally 2 adults and 2 children, for $110. We'll take $11 off of that. I guess it'll be $99.
Right.
And we have some other opportunities for you. You can be a contributor, and you can be a donor or a patron. You get extra tickets, and then we list your name in the program. We do not produce a program with a lot of ads. We just rely on people purchasing tickets for our concerts.
And to let you all know, anytime we bring this concert series into town, we're talking about anywhere from $20,000 to $40,000. So
Yeah, they are not.
they're not cheap. I mean, you have somebody that's been on Broadway,
Oh,
2,300 performances.
Yeah.
They're not going to come here just because they want to see Cleveland, Tennessee. So we have to sell these tickets to be
Nice
sure
though
we can
it
make
is.
our, I know, nice as it is, that's exactly right. So we make our commitments. So tonight, we'll open the doors at 6 o'clock.
Right.
And we'll sell you tickets for next season. And you've heard it. Marion told you all about it.
and that kind of depends how much money you have to spend for next season.
That's
That's
right.
why they need an early commitment.
And because we have to pay these people up front. You know.
Yes.
And Jason is such a nice young man.
Oh, he's wonderful.
And I don't know if it's possible to see his picture here. I do have a
Yeah,
picture of him,
here.
but you can see that he is a very nice looking young man. He's about 28 years old. So
Just a baby.
Yes, he is.
and I think Nancy, you talked
So
with him
talented.
I did
this
talk with
week,
him.
and you may want to say about his family
Well,
coming.
his family, there's probably going to be about 12 of them. The in-laws and the outlaws are coming, and his grandmother, Floyd Kramer's widow, is probably going to be there.
Oh,
she was
nice.
there with him the last time, and what happens is the last time he was with us was the only performance in Tennessee, so his whole family came.
Yeah.
And this is his only performance in Tennessee.
So
the
everybody's
whole
coming.
family's coming. And his wife teaches school, so she can't travel with him,
Yeah.
but she'll be able to come down from Nashville and for this performance. So
Oh, good.
it's always really
Yeah.
nice to have the
Works
family.
out for them.
Yeah, one whole row of Jason's family. So, Marion, thank you so much for
Okay.
being with us today. We really do appreciate it. And everybody come to the Con Center tonight. wonderful performance. 1 o'clock schools, kids free. Come hear that too. Don't go away. We'll be right back with the community calendar.
Yes.
Town Americana, where trucks are big and bold, and a handshake is firm, and your word is gold. Don Ledford Chevy Buick GMC in Athens is a $2,000 drive. Maybe you're coming from here or here, doesn't matter. Buying a truck from Don Ledford in Athens will save you at least $2,000 bucks. Don Ledford Chevy Buick GMC in Athens, a $2,000 drive worth making.
I'll take that drive every time.
At Crawford Pharmacy, we offer custom compounding. Our pharmacists are known for their attention to detail and unique expertise. So visit us at 2260 Chambliss Avenue, Cleveland, Tennessee. For personal assistance, walk right in or come up to our convenient drive-thru. Crawford Pharmacy, serving our community one person at a time.
Kyle Motors, 802 20th Street Southeast in Cleveland, is the place to find quality pre-owned cars and trucks. Kyle offers on-the-spot financing on all vehicles on the lot. Each pre-owned vehicle goes through a complete inspection to make sure each car and truck meets the Kyle Motors standard. Warranty and extended warranties available on all vehicles. Kyle Motors will sell you a car or truck that you will be proud to drive for many years to come. See Tony, Bill, Dale, James, or David and let them put you in your next quality pre-owned vehicle. Kyle Motors, 802 20th Street Southeast. Phone 790-7100.
Logan Thompson, attorneys at law, have built a firm offering quality legal services to the people and businesses of Southeast Tennessee. We have achieved expertise in all areas of law in order to represent our clients in a manner they need, deserve, and have come to expect. Logan Thompson, with 9 attorneys and an extensive and competent support staff, is available to provide representation in various legal areas, including family law, Social Security benefits, personal injury, criminal defense, workmen's compensation, as well as business and complex litigation matters. At Logan Thompson, we have been building a tradition of legal services for over 40 years. We have developed the finest legal services and are proficient in providing you with representation you can trust. Give us a call at 423-476-2251 to schedule your free consultation.
Featuring some of the South's most scenic views, the Mountain View Inn has been a landmark in the Cleveland community for over 40 years. Our executive guest quarters with flat screen TVs and excellent bedding will make any guest comfortable. Carrie's Restaurant is one of Cleveland's favorite, with one of the best buffets around.
Hello, and on behalf of the Hughes family, thank you for so many years of your business and your friendship.
This segment of Tennessee Valley This Morning is brought to you by Crown Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, located at 511 South Lee Highway in Cleveland and 2120 Chapman Road, Chattanooga. For your next new or previously owned vehicle, make it Crown Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, the better way to buy.
Well, we can do
And we are back, and we're going to...
Caught us talking.
Yes, of course you did. Of course you did.
Always
And,
catch you.
absolutely. And so what we're going to do is we're going to do the community calendar right now because
Yes.
we're waiting for someone from Dixie Day Spay to come talk to us about it's kitten season.
Yes.
And she's supposed to come talk to us about kitten season.
It is always so chaotic.
Yes.
Up there.
So-
And right about now they're dropping them off to be spayed and neutered and everything.
And so we're gonna.
yeah.
We hope she'll get here. But
Yes.
I want to. Tracy mentioned briefly this, but the Lee art students, the seniors at Lee University, and that's Jeremy Osborne, Leslie Clemmer, Sophia Brizino, and Jessica McBride Davis, have a display at the museum right now, and it's in the little room off of the ballroom where they've had Civil War exhibitions and things like that before. So if you want to see any of that, it goes through May the 3rd. It's free. Just go in there, and sometimes the students are in there. I think they've actually sold a couple of pieces of art, so that probably tickled them to death.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
really?
Absolutely.
Okay, now while we're talking about Tracy and the museum, we have an event coming up there, Rags to Riches sale, which is always so wonderful.
It is wonderful.
Oh, I mean, you can find the best stuff. Anyway, it's scheduled from May 9th through the 11th. But what we want to talk to you about is start your spring cleaning now and help the museum by donating all that stuff that you don't want. And I know a lot of boomers are downsizing. Just don't want to deal with that stuff anymore. I know I've got a whole basement full of stuff I'm taking to them.
Oh, good.
I am just over it.
Good.
But no clothing. Right. But they'll take anything else. Children's toys, yard stuff, furniture,
candlesticks,
material, curtains, you name it. What do you call it? These things?
Yeah, vases.
Vases. Well, if you've got a vase or if you've got a vase, they'll take either one.
Either one. They don't care.
Okay. So anyway, anything of that nature. The only thing they just don't want, no clothes. They had a fabulous sale last year. So get ready, and starting on Tuesday, April the 30th, that's this coming Tuesday, there'll be volunteers collecting items at the warehouse at the corner of Church Street and First Street South. It's the same location as last year, and it's right across from the UT Extension office.
And it's right behind United Way.
Yeah, exactly. If you can't find that, we'll give you a phone number and you can call them. Okay, anyway, there'll be someone every Tuesday from 1 until 4 p.m. through May 14th. And if you're unable to bring your donations then, we'll give you a phone number and you can call them and somebody will meet you there. We'll go out of our way to help you get those there. Yes. So it'll be April 30th, May 7th, and May 14th, 1 to 4 p.m. And if you you can call Ken at the museum, and that's 339-5745, and he'll run over and meet you for your stuff.
And it's a wonderful project to support, folks.
Yes.
Now let me tell you about something near and dear to my heart, and that's the new airport. And if you haven't been out to see the new airport, please go and see it. It's absolutely phenomenal, folks. I mean, I've had people fly in here and tell me, I fly all over the United States, and there is not another airport that's anywhere near as nice as this one. And that's in Cleveland, folks. I mean, you know. So let me tell you what Taylor Newman is going to do. He is the Crystal Air gentleman out there who actually, Mark Fiedler, who we've had on here, manages the airport, but Taylor manages Crystal Air, which is actually the airplanes. All right, so
they're having a party.
Saturday they're going to have a party.
Yeah.
And it begins at 10 and it lasts throughout the day. This is Saturday, and it's going to be at the Cleveland Regional Jetport, which is out off of, I always want to say Michigan Avenue, but I think they call that something else.
Dry Valley?
Dry Valley Road.
I think so.
I don't know where you divide that up, but anyway.
I think Old Tasso Road.
That's it, Old Tasso and this. But the event includes airplane rides, $15 a person if you want to fly around and look at
And that is
whatever.
such a deal.
It is.
It is such a deal.
And that's per person, and aircraft displays and food and opportunities to meet the airport staff, aircraft owners, and pilots. So for more information, you can call 472-4343. How simple is that? 472-4343. And that is Saturday, the 27th, starts at 10 o'clock and goes the rest of the day.
Hot dogs.
That's exactly right.
Okay, for all of you people who have prescription drugs that are cluttering up your cabinet and you don't know what to do, you know, you've been told don't flush them because we've got too many antibiotics in their stormwater now. So the Bradley County Sheriff's Office is continuing the rest of this week, only 2 days, Thursday and Friday, to take back unused, unneeded, or out-of-date medications, okay? You can take them to the Criminal Investigations Division at the Bradley County Sheriff's Office daily through Friday, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. and then Saturday, from 10 until 2. And they'll be collected and taken to an undisclosed location.
Right.
And disposed of properly.
I think they incinerate. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. But
they don't flush them, though.
No, they do not flush them because it goes back into your water system.
Yes.
Now, if you're like me and on a well, but I don't have to worry about it quite as much. But,
well, yeah, because it goes down
well,
to the groundwater.
It goes into the groundwater. But
yeah.
all the way over there where I am, I probably don't need to worry about it.
Okie dokie.
But
yeah,
don't be flushing those drugs, folks.
Exactly. And they're at 2290 Blythe Avenue, and the CID office is face APD 40.
Right.
You have to go down by the Judicial Center and go around the back.
Yeah, it's the new, and I say New Justice Center. It's probably
Yeah.
been there 5 or 6 years, but it still is new.
Yeah,
It's new.
new to us.
Okay.
Newest one we got.
Right. And I had a wonderful lady stop by the shop yesterday who handed me this and said, do you mind announcing this? I watch you and Brene every week. I just love you. We think you're the best. And I said, thank you so much. We know we are.
Yes,
and
we do.
so anyway, I said, I will be glad to since she brought this by. So the McDonald Black Fox Ruritan is having a chili supper this Saturday afternoon at 6 o'clock. Now see, you can go out and spend the day at the airport and then drive down to the McDonald Black Fox Ruritan chili supper.
And stop by the museum in
And
between.
stop by the museum. There you go.
Have
go to
pasta
the
for
airport.
lunch and chili
there
for
you go.
dinner. Yeah.
And but it's at the McDonald School. It's on 130 McDonald School Road, and I think it's at the old McDonald School. I think that's where. Anyway, it's all you can eat chili, desserts, and a drink for $5.
And it's supposed to be chilly that day and rainy,
Yes,
so that's
yes,
a
it is.
perfect
So
meal.
chili is probably a good meal.
Yeah.
And then they have homemade cakes, cookies, and pies made by ladies in the community that they will auction off. And then they will play bingo. Now, you have to purchase a couple of bingo cards, and it's to be a little nominal fee. I don't know what it is, because this is a fundraiser, folks, okay?
Yeah.
And so then you play bingo, and you can win gift cards.
Great.
That's right. So this is Saturday at 6 o'clock at the McDonald School Road, 130 McDonald School Road, and this is the McDonald Black Fox Ruritan Chili Supper, Cake Auction, and Bingo. So be sure
Big
that
event.
you go. It should be a lot of fun. It's
Yeah,
like
it sounds
Renee
like a
says.
lot, yeah.
I think you'll be wanting chili Saturday.
Yes, Okay, the Civitan Special Olympics is planned for April the 27th. Is that Saturday?
That's Saturday.
Saturday, okay. You know, since I've retired, I just
I
can't
know.
keep up
And sometimes
anymore.
I can't even get her here, you know.
I know. Anyway, it's going to be at Cleveland High School, and the opening ceremonies begin at 9 a.m. with invocation, welcome parade, and lighting of the flame. And we want everybody to come. They have events including softball throw, 50-meter race, standing broad jump, and some other things. And everybody come out and be fans in the stands.
That's what they love, fans in the
Just come
stands.
and just clap.
That's right.
It just makes their day.
That's right.
Because it's just, the joy of participating.
That's right. And everybody's a winner.
Yes,
Everybody.
everybody's
There
a
are no
winner.
losers. Everybody's
No.
a winner.
And admission is free. So go out and stop
And it's going to
by,
be at Cleveland High School.
Cleveland High School.
And what time does it start?
The opening ceremonies are at 9 a.m.
Okay.
So you can do that before you go to the museum.
I'm telling you right now,
That's it.
folks, we got the weekend planned for you. Or you
Yeah.
go there, go to the airport, go to the museum, and then go to McDonald.
Yeah.
And then you don't have to worry about anything else all day long.
We got you taken care
And
of.
they have food at the Special Olympics.
Yes.
They have a concession stand, so I don't know, hot dogs maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And then you can waddle home and sleep well that night.
That's right. Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, let us skip to the next weekend, because we've told you about everything that's going to happen this weekend. Life Bridges plans the biggest yard sale in Cleveland for May the 3rd.
Ooh.
And I want to tell you right now, they have yard sales. My Cherries Jubilee girls go over there, and they will call me from the yard sale, and they will say, let me tell you what's here. Do you want me to get it? And I say yes over the phone, not having seen it. They have furniture, household appliances, books, electronics, bicycles, cell phones, toys, tools, clothing, and anything else and everything that you do not need anymore, you take over there and donate to them. And they're on Old Chattanooga Pike, folks. It's not that hard to find them, but the first time I went, I had no idea where I was going, but it's
You go
not
down
that hard.
South Lee Highway and cross the viaduct,
Right.
and then take the first right,
Right.
and then just go
not
right
South Lee
around.
Highway, Broad Street.
Broad Street.
Broad Street. You go down Broad Street,
South,
go over
it
the
turns into
viaduct.
Ocoee
Yes,
Street.
you go
Ocoee Street.
over the viaduct and
South
then take the
Ocoee.
first right and go out through there. Beautiful facility they have.
Oh, it
First time
is.
I went out there, I was
I
just
went last year,
so
and I
impressed.
got a really nice, small, it's fake, but Oriental type rug.
Right.
And with my dogs,
That's good.
I don't want to spend a lot of money.
I started
on
saying no.
everything. Yeah, but it's
so
really
let me give you a
nice.
phone number: 303-1903, and if you need to call them by Saturday, if you have some things that you want to donate, they will pick up the large items and furniture, appliances, exercise equipment. So it's Life Bridges, 303-1903. Call them by Saturday, and they will come and get whatever you want, and then the yard sale will be May the 3rd.
Okie dokie.
Okay.
And as of this past Monday, the Bradley County Farmers Market North Now, north, that's the one that's out there where the
Urbane Road.
off Urbane Road where the new Y is. It's out through there. And they opened, and they will be open Mondays through Saturdays, April the 20th through November the 20th. And it's locally grown fruits and vegetables. So, ooh,
yeah,
it's that time.
And, you know, we're going to go ahead and take a little commercial break right now, and then we'll come back with some more things for you because I think we've gotten this weekend established. Yeah. And so we wanted to be sure we got this Saturday established, and then we'll get next weekend and the next and whatever and future dates. But and just in case the person from Dixie Days Spay gets here, then they'll be on with us as soon as we come back. If not, Brene and I'll be back to tell you about next weekend and the next.
Fill up the rest of your calendar.
We will. So,
and I'll have a few words about rescuing dogs.
Yes, I'm sure she will. I'm absolutely positive she'll have something to say about dogs or cats or something. So do not go away. We will be right back.
Logan Thompson, attorneys at law, have built a firm offering quality legal services to the people and businesses of Southeast Tennessee. We have achieved expertise in all areas of law in order to represent our clients in a manner they need, deserve, and have come to expect. Logan Thompson, with 9 attorneys and an extensive and competent support staff, is available to provide representation in various legal areas, including family law, Social Security benefits, personal injury, criminal defense, workmen's compensation, as well as business and complex litigation matters. At Logan Thompson, we have been building a tradition of legal services for over 40 years. We have developed the finest legal services and are proficient in providing you with representation you can trust. Give us a call at 423-476-2251 to schedule your free consultation.
Kyle Motors, 802 20th Street Southeast in Cleveland, is the place to find quality pre-owned cars and trucks. Kyle offers on-the-spot financing on all vehicles on the lot. Each pre-owned vehicle goes through a complete inspection to make sure each car and truck meets the Kyle Motors standard. Warranty and extended warranties available on all vehicles. Kyle Motors will sell you a car or truck that you will be proud to drive for many years to come. See Tony, Bill, Dale, James, or David and let them put you in your next quality pre-owned vehicle. Kyle Motors, 802 20th Street Southeast. Phone 790-7100.
At Crawford Pharmacy, we offer custom compounding. Our pharmacists are known for their attention to detail and unique expertise. So visit us at 2260 Chambliss Avenue, Cleveland, Tennessee. For personal assistance, walk right in or come up to our convenient drive-thru. Crawford Pharmacy, serving our community one person at a time.
Town Americana, where trucks are big and bold, and a handshake is firm, and your word is gold. Don Ledford Chevy Buick GMC in Athens is a $2,000 drive. Maybe you're coming from here or here. Doesn't matter. Buying a truck from Don Ledford in Athens will save you at least $2,000 bucks. Don Ledford Chevy Buick GMC in Athens, a $2,000 drive worth making.
I'll take that drive every time.
Featuring some of the South's most scenic views, the Mountain View Inn has been a landmark in the Cleveland community for over 40 years. Our executive guest quarters with flat screen TVs and excellent bedding will make any guest comfortable. Carrie's Restaurant is one of Cleveland's favorite, with one of the best buffets around.
Hello, and on behalf of the Hughes family, thank you for so many years of your business and your friendship.
This segment of Tennessee Valley This Morning is brought to you by Crown Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, located at 511 South Lee Highway in Cleveland and 2120 Chapman Road, Chattanooga. For your next new or previously owned vehicle, make it Crown Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, the better way to buy.
And we're back. And we're talking, of course, we talked right through the commercials. That's not that we don't pay attention to you advertisers, but once we have seen it at the first segment, then we kind of digress and chit-chat.
Well,
and
we have to discuss what we're going to do on the program.
Absolutely. So you are back with the two of us again because Dixie Day Spay evidently didn't make it, but that's okay because we do have one activity this weekend that we forgot to mention.
Yes, okay. Bluegrass and Beans to kick off the Polk Tramp. And we were just reading this. Attendees, it's the 55th annual. Can you believe that?
I had no idea.
Oh, anyway, it sounds so good. So it's going to start Friday night at April at 7 o'clock, and that's the 26th, so that's tomorrow night.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it's here again. County Line and Fredonia Bluegrass Band will be on the stage, and they'll be serving a meal of white beans, fried potatoes, ramps, cornbread, and raw ramps. Door prizes will be given away every hour.
Did you hear my stomach growl?
Yeah, I know. Mine probably will.
Sounds really good.
Oh, it does. I'm just salivating here. Okay, and then on Saturday at 10 a.m. the festival gets underway with musical entertainment, and the opening bluegrass band Whistle Stop Bluegrass. So Playing on the Planet will take the stage at 11, and New Day and Reliance will finish out the day starting at 12:30 p.m. Parking and entertainment are free. The cost, and this is just for the food, is $8 for adults and $4 for children under 12. Ooh, there'll be more homemade cakes and pies.
There we go.
And they're going to be served. That's going to be dessert.
Wow.
Whoa.
Wow. Now, this is, where are we going?
Well, okay, it doesn't say here, but you can go to www.ramptrampfestival.com. And we're thinking, in the past, it's been held at the 4-H camp in Polk County, and I think that's on Highway 30.
In Reliance.
In Reliance, yeah. But here's a phone number you can call. It's the 4-H office, and it's 338-4503. Ooh, they'll have local crafters showing their skills. Yeah. Oh, baby items, soaps and lotions, candles, pillows, baskets, woodworking, and etc. And booth space is still available.
Right, and the proceeds from this go to the 4-H.
Polk County 4-H camping program.
Right,
so
which is good.
Yeah, have a really good time, eat a lot of good food, and be smug that you've done well.
That's exactly right.
A good cause.
That's
I like
exactly
that.
right. Now, the weekend of May the 3rd and 4th, we have Relay for Life. That's a wonderful event. It's going to be at Cleveland High School starting at 9 p.m. Friday night on May the 3rd. Now, it has been downtown for several years, and they're going to move it out to the high school. And so, the banner has a team. They've had a team for years. And, you know, they're so wonderful because we cut all of our information out of the banner.
Where we get all of our
information.
That's right.
That's right. Occasionally, we go to the Chamber website and see what's going on. They have T-shirts for $10, and they have all sizes, small through 3X. They're at the banner, and you can stop, and they're short-sleeve T-shirts, only $10. And that's how you support the banner Relay for Life. That's one of their fundraisers. So stop by the banner. I was just there the other day.
Darn.
I know it. I took them some donuts because they gave such wonderful coverage to Cherries Jubilee.
Yeah.
I went down to the village. I think it was Tuesday morning. I went down to the village and I got fresh, hot donuts, 3 dozen of them, and took them up to the banner. And
now I am salivating.
I know it. My stomach's growling. And I could have bought a T-shirt then, but didn't have this with me to remind me. So stop by there and get a T-shirt.
Yes, and you know, here's something else that's happening this weekend. Main Street Cruise-In.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we forgot about
that.
First
one of the year.
12th season, and it's on Saturday. It's from 3 p.m. until 9 p.m., and it's around the courthouse square. And anyone interested in joining Main Street Cruisers Car Club, contact Terry Marr at 472-1488. And, you know, it's free.
It's free.
You just walk around and look at all the different cars. They are so
And they have food to eat, and then the restaurants downtown are open.
It's just a great family time, too.
And they always have a 50-50 drawing.
Yes.
So, you know, it's really fun.
And they'll have music from the 50s, 60s, and 70s. Ooh, that's our time.
That is our time.
Yes.
Ooh.
And
mark off the 70s, not really. 50s, 60s, I can.
50s and 60s, yeah, me too. And,
yeah, we went into disco in the 70s and that kind of.
No, that's the 80s. No, it was hard rock, wasn't it, in the 70s?
I thought it was disco.
I don't know. I don't like the music much after the 60s.
I don't either. So
give
anyway.
me the Beach Boys and the Four Tops, Motown and surfing stuff.
There you go, girl.
Yeah,
okay, we're getting into it now. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Now, we mentioned the Sound of Tennessee. That's going to be the kickoff for the 13-14 season for the community concert. They are going to be in concert May the 4th at 7 p.m. at the Dixon Center on the campus of Lee University. And the general seating tickets are $18. Orchestra seating is $25. And we'll tell you more about that. They're going to have special discounts for groups of 6 or more, and students get in free. So if anybody wants a preview of what's going to happen next year for our concert series, you can go support the Sound of Tennessee at the Dixon Center. And like I say, we'll talk about that some next week.
Okay, and at the library,
yes,
you know, we want to
not
keep
forget
going.
the library.
No. Okay, they're having an after hours for teens, and that'll include food, fun, and improv games in the Teen Zone, April the 27th, which is Saturday.
Saturday.
Yeah, and it starts at 7 p.m. They're having an adult summer reading program, Groundbreaking Reads, and sign-up began on the 22nd, which I think was Monday.
Think so?
Yeah. Okay, and it'll continue through the summer, and anyway, all participants will receive a bookmark and a reading log at registration. So last year, 243 adults registered. So that's pretty good.
I'm real selective about what I read. I'm just afraid that what I read is not really what they want me to read.
That's why I've never joined a book club.
Yeah.
I
I don't need these intellectual things.
don't either.
I'm
I just
sorry.
want to get lost in
That's
something.
me. I just want something real light, something I don't have to think about.
Well, I'm into very British murder mysteries.
Oh, I love British murder
mysteries. Yeah, I do
mysteries.
too. But there's cerebral.
Yes.
There's not a lot of blood and guts.
No.
And it's character and it's
Right.
plot.
Right.
And not so much gore.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
anyway.
Now, we have about 2 minutes left, so tell us about
yes.
volunteers at the shelter.
At the animal control now, they need volunteers. They're letting people come in. You need to sign up and then do a background check, and you have to sign a waiver, release of liability and everything. But they're letting people come in and walk the dogs and help socialize them. This is a wonderful opportunity to help these dogs get adopted. So people go over there and sign up and do that. And they're asking for a commitment of a year, but you don't have to do it like every day, all day. You can do it 2 hours at a time, but you could do it once a week, once a month, once every 2 weeks, whatever.
And if out there, if you are a high school student or college student that needs community service hours, I can't think of a better way to get them than to go over there and help socialize the dogs.
Now you have to be a parent has to come with you if you're under 18.
That's all right.
But it's a great way to bond with your parents. And
absolutely, absolutely.
And listen, folks,
it's great exercise.
We're getting full over there, and you know what that means. So far, we haven't euthanized any since I think the end of November.
Wonderful.
Which is fabulous.
Absolutely.
But we're moving them out. But we had 11 owner surrenders yesterday. So people, spay and neuter your dogs.
Absolutely. And cats.
And cats.
And cats.
And it's kitten season at Dixie Day Spay. And if you want to do something really good, call them and give them $5, $10, whatever, because they are out there and they're doing free neutering, not just bring your cat in, but I mean some of the feral cats and barn cats, they'll do that. If you have a barn or a business that has rodents, they'll supply free cats that have been spayed or neutered, and they'll keep the rodents down. There's a lot you can do, folks.
Absolutely. And so we will be back with you next week with a lot more, and hopefully Mary had to meet somebody at the airport this morning. That's the reason she's not here, and that's the reason we thought we had somebody coming. But that's okay. We will be back.
Sort of last minute.
It was last minute, and we will be back next week with you with a four-legged friend. So
yes,
see you then. Have a great weekend.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.